Stand by to launch FanStream Sports.
3, 2, 1. Let's start.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to FanStream Sports. Nothing but pure sports.
This is Gary coming at you live. To all the ladies out there, y'all enjoy this. Fellas, vibe out. Ladies, grab a drink. Enjoy.
Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk, where we cover sports and more for the culture, by the culture, because we are the culture. Hosted by your favorite twin duo, those Jackson men, Gary and Cary. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you can rate us, review, subscribe, follow, and most importantly, share.
What up? What up? What up?
Oh, it didn't do the loop. How y'all doing? It's about to be a great, fun episode. All these jokes gonna get off.
Yes, sir. I can't wait.
You can't wait?
I can't wait,
I
man.
can't wait either.
Man.
Thank y'all for checking in. We'll get to those comments in 1 second.
Yeah, please forget a Band-Aid right there.
Apparently, we had a reincarnation of Nelly happen today, so
Yeah.
that was a shocker to me. Other things that shocked me, you'll find out in a minute. But this is the Bottom Line Sports Talk, where we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. If y'all are joining us right now, we want to thank y'all for everybody tuning in live. Thank you for catching us on that replay. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And most importantly,
Gotta fix the camera. Let me see. We gotta fix the camera.
just stay tuned.
Okay.
You will.
All right.
Most importantly, thank y'all for tuning in. Before we get going,
Yeah.
got anything you want to say before we get to these comments real quick?
Oh man, it was a good weekend for some football, college basketball, of course, NBA. MLK Day was yesterday, so it was a good time, man. Definitely needed a break, recoup, rest, do all that good stuff. So yeah, man. Hopefully, want to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in as well. We appreciate you.
Let's go ahead and get to these comments real quick. We had G, my accountability partner, my road dog, there you go. She was here waiting beforehand. Said they are having a watch party in one of the communities you've seen, but you ain't seen.
Uh-huh.
Having a watch party, had a great conversation right when I was getting off work and still working. So thank y'all for tuning in, G, Ron.
Appreciate it.
Oh, the above. This is one I was waiting on.
Okay.
How about the Packers?
How about them Packers, man?
How about them Packers? We will get to that in a minute. Some of y'all might be shocked, but I sure wouldn't.
It's been football this past week was crazy, man. Is that safe to say?
It was. It's great.
It's
great.
From coaches, GMs, everybody. I ain't gonna say all right. Let me not spoil it. Go ahead.
We're ready. We're watching the crew. I just want to thank the crew and the watch party. Y'all love y'all. Really do. What about the Texans? Them Texans, they don't listen to us. G, we've been trying to. We're gonna tell them again. Maybe they're gonna listen. I don't know about this week because I got some biases that gotta happen. So I don't know about this week, but I'm still riding for them. Good evening, y'all. And what happens to Cary? We got into an altercation since he said he won a race last week on last podcast episode. Or mom was down here; she might have had to go upside his head too. I don't know. You want to reveal what happened at the end of the episode?
Yeah.
We will get to what happened at the end of the episode.
It's not what you think.
It's not. It's lame. My story was better.
Yeah.
My story is better. Well, in case you were living under a rock and you don't know about this sports podcast thing that we do, we give y'all some scores, some factual things. We give you these stories that y'all ain't heard about. But I want to start off with something fun. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you did it, but I'm going to go ahead and start off.
Okay.
These are a few things that'll happen before the Cowboys win another championship.
Okay.
Number one, no in particular order, but this is the first one. GTA 6 will come out. They say it's going to come out next year, but I don't know whether to believe them or not. But I feel like that's going to happen before the Cowboys win another championship, NFC or Super Bowl. Number two, we will finally get the Final Friday.
No, we get
before the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, we'll get the Final Friday.
We might get that.
Number three, Kanye West. That was all my thing. Kanye West will complete his compilations of albums that he should have. It went from college dropout, late registration, graduation,
and a good ass job.
We'll finally get that album before the Cowboys win another Super Bowl.
Ghost coming back to life.
Oh, that's my last one.
See, I ain't know that.
Unique, Kanan, Ghost. These are from the Power series. Will come back to life.
See, I ain't even know that. All right.
20.
All right. Tariq graduating college. Monet being a good actress. I'm sorry. He said it.
I did. I ain't think he's gonna say it. That is.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love you, Mary J.
Oh man, it's terrible.
Man, I love you.
Thank God for my reminder app because Gary did not text me. Hey man, players mess up too, golly. Oh, I got it. Before the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I'll make sure to text you for now when the episode gonna come out. That'll happen next week, so they won't. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Not GTA 6 from Anna Alexis. Hello, Sharday. Hello, Anna Alexis. I'll get married before the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. If you know, you know. That was from Michael Parsons saying that his girlfriend would not get a ring until he got one.
And Michael Parsons on his little podcast, that boy had said something about the 49ers. I have to go back and look it up, but when they lost to Baltimore, he tweeted out and said, "Yeah, this the best team in the NFL." Like I'm paraphrasing, but he was pretty much speaking on the loss that the 49ers took to the Baltimore Ravens in San Francisco, and I'm like,
that's after they got beat by 42 to 10, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. Go ahead again. Oh, hi, friends. That's Skylar right there.
What up, though?
How you doing?
What up, Skylar?
Thank you, long-time listener. I'll leave it at that. But yeah, where do you want to start? I know you had a couple I had moved around. Where do you want to start?
Well, I can't pronounce his last name. We just want to call him D.A. and not Dennis Allen. On Julius Randle dropping 39 points on the Wizards. He's a forward that plays for the Washington Wizards. Soon probably will be the Arlington Wizards. I don't know what's going on with that situation out there in D.C. But he said about Julius Randle, for me, he's not that tough to guard. Aggressive, picking spots, big guy, going in the lane, getting fouls. That's about it. Sir, if that's not basketball, if that's not just pure basketball right there, what is? He aggressive, he put up points, he gets to the foul line. And you on the other team, how you supposed to stop that? Why you can't stop it? And why you saying it? If you ain't stopping it, limit them to at least not 39 points. Limit them like 15, 19, if it's that easy. But it's not that easy. He's a pro just like you a pro. He's proving you not. That's all I'm saying, man.
And who said that?
His name Denny Avdija.
Okay. And he said Julius Randle.
Yeah, talk about Julius Randle. It's after MLK. I would not allow you to say anything bad about any All-Star. Now, all the role players you want to talk about, all right. All-Star, no.
Real quick, the best podcast, it's Mama.
What up, Mama?
It's our mom. The best podcast in the nation. Yes, the world. Woo! She said it. That's our mama because she said it.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Hello, Miss Jackson. This is from G to our mom. They got a chance to meet up. It's great time.
Chicken and waffles.
Anyway, so I know this is probably gonna be a lot of football. I know you're gonna put some basketball in it, but we got to get to the playoffs, right?
Oh well.
You want to get to the hirings, firings, and retirements?
Well, hold on. Let's get to first. Justin Jefferson reached 1,000 yards. Also, Derrick Henry did say goodbye on his last final home game with the Tennessee Titans. More than likely, he's going to be shipped off somewhere or traded somewhere. We'll see what happens with that. Puka Nacua breaking records. He do what he do. Go ahead.
You actually got his name right.
Nacua, shout out to Puka.
So last week we had a lot of things happen. Nick Saban retired.
Oh man!
After our podcast, sorry, Joker. we could have had breaking news on here. Nick Saban retired, longtime Alabama coach, former LSU coach, former Michigan State coach.
Yep.
He finally retired from Roll Tide, and I know a lot of LSU fans are happy. But for 1 second, can we just give him the credit that he deserves? Is he the greatest college football coach ever?
Yeah, with him and Eddie Robinson, yeah. Him and Eddie Robinson, the greatest college football coaches of all time. I mean, on that side of things, of course, he is up there. He probably will be mentioned as the greatest college coach, head coaching job of all time. But Eddie Robinson definitely has something to do as well with that. But we ain't talking about Eddie Robinson. I just want to shout him out since it's all about the G right now.
But you're wearing your mail and stuff.
Whatever. But Nick Saban is definitely should be mentioned in the best head coaches of all time. Not only in college, but he's not in pros. He's not in pros. We gonna keep it college. But how many championships? 7 national championships.
7 total.
7 total. 2. I know 2 programs: LSU, Alabama. And again, I have to thank him again for this. If it wasn't him going to the Miami Dolphins, being a head coach over there and losing, I don't think we would have ever got our Super Bowl that we so rightfully deserved. And we still do deserve. But that's neither here nor there. Nick Saban, I just want to wish you a very happy retirement, man. I appreciate everything you did for the game. The hard-nosed questions that you had to endure, the attitudes you had to get to reporters. I loved it all, man.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get no salute. I'm just going to say one of the greatest. He did that. He left. I want people to pay attention to wording because if something happened, I just want to be the first one to say I paid attention. He said he's retiring from Alabama. He might come back and go somewhere else. I don't know.
LSU?
No. Never going back there. He's banned from there.
No.
Y'all know y'all not accepting him back. Y'all know y'all not accepting him back. But yes, Nick Saban is gone. He is actually retired. Bill Belichick is no longer with the New England Patriots. And I told you last week when this happened, I felt like they were playing chicken and Nick Saban chickened out first and then Bill Belichick followed afterwards. Mm-hmm. So 2 greatest coaches in football, whether it's college or professional.
Well,
and supposedly he interviewed with New England. I'm going to just be honest. Bill Belichick and what he does, he's great in New England. I don't know if that's going to work anywhere else. I know everybody's talking about he should be on the top of the list. I have no idea what y'all talking about. This man don't work nowhere else but New England because before he was with Cleveland, it didn't work.
Well, he is going down to Atlanta.
Go be a loser. Roll Tide.
He going down to Atlanta for... He's going down to Atlanta for, I guess, the interview for the head coaching job down there.
Well, he's going to interview for everywhere. They're going to interview everywhere, just about. A place that he's going to probably interview. Maybe. The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. So we'll save that for the extra spice. Mm-hmm. I want to get to these other games. Actually, no. Let me stay here. Gerard Mayo, former linebacker for the Patriots, a long-time assistant coach. He is the new head coach. Black man. Yeah, that's me. Hired for the New England head coaching position. Mm-hmm. My advice to Gerard Mayo, I ain't going to stay on this that long.
Okay.
Do not hire nobody else that used to work there. Go get your own staff. Go get your own people. Go get your own resume. We don't want to hear about no Josh McDaniels. Don't bring Matt Patricia back up in here. Go get your own people. Go get your own staff. Go die on your own heel. Them people don't need to be associated with you nowhere. The Patriot way need to die with Bill Belichick. Ain't no Patriot way no more. It's the Mayo way.
Not the Mayo way.
The Mayo way. Okay. They leave this Patriot way alone. That don't exist no more. Those Patriots only existed because of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. The Patriot way has died. Go form your own way. Go do your own thing. Please do not go pick up nobody else that used to be there. This ain't the place where coaches come and sit for a year and go. No, just go build your own coaching tree, bro.
And get your roster. So it's yours. It's definitely start out with another quarterback. That's the first thing you need to focus on.
All right. So scores from this weekend: mm-hmm. Packers 48, mm-hmm. Cowboys 32,
okay,
Rams 23, Lions 24, Steelers 17, Bills 31. Eagles 9, Bucks 32. Texans 45, Browns 14, Dolphins 7, the Kansas City Chiefs 6. Out of all those games, I'm going to give you an advantage. Pick 2. Which ones did not shock you?
Packers and Dallas Cowboys. I knew they was going to lose. The 2 that didn't shock me, let's see who else on that list that didn't shock me. The Rams and Lions, even though that was a closer game, I had Detroit winning, but I didn't think it was going to be that close. And, I mean, look, I don't know what was going on. It was back and forth for the first half, but it was more like a defensive game in the second half with the Lions and the Rams. But, hey, Rams don't have none to hang their hats on, man. That was a good game. They showed some promise. They do need to have some improvements, but hey, it was a pretty good weekend for football.
Games that did not shock me. This for G. This is just me and G. Texans and Browns did not shock me. How bad it happened because of the pick sixes, that shocked me. The win did not shock me at all. Also said beforehand, and Rob can attest, you can attest, other people, don't be shocked if the Packers win. Right. I told some people at work, can't wait to go back tomorrow. Packers won, Cowboys lost. It's a great day. It's a great day. Game that shocked me was the domination, the Eagles and the Bucks. Yeah. And I told Mom, because she was here yesterday, I said, this is a poor man's game right here. That shocked me. And the way the Dolphins did not show up at all against Kansas City, that shocked me. Them losing did not, but them not showing up did. Some highlights that I need y'all to take. The Cowboys, the reason why this is such a big deal, and I don't care what anybody else says, they cheated to get the number 2 seed. All to sit up there and lose in the wild card. Super wild card weekend.
and then on top of that, made history. That
most points.
Yeah, most points. And then Luke having not lost a regular season home game
in 16 games, I think. 15, 16 games.
To losing in the first round of the playoffs. Oh, that's Dallas Cowboys. Man, you know, I love it for y'all that y'all lost. I keep hoping that y'all lose. Don't let me down. Like my man Stephen A said, y'all accident waiting to happen. And it was just a matter of time.
So, real quick to the comment, love black coaches, of course, but it's time for Mike Tomlin to leave Pittsburgh. We got into a very heated debate yesterday. Yeah. They were actually talking about it again today about him leaving. He actually left the podium too when asked that question. It's just time. The message, I guess it ain't landing. But even though you hadn't had no losing season, you also ain't made a run in the playoffs either. And fans have been calling for it. Arthur Blank, I believe. Not Arthur Blank, I'm sorry. The Rooney family hadn't been loud or whatever, but they also are going to listen and things like that. Offense looks very stale.
Yeah.
And they have running backs because they got Warren. They also have their receivers, which that's depending on your opinion of whether you think they're good or not. They don't have a quarterback. Mm-hmm. Same thing with us. Thing about the Pittsburgh way, they hadn't had anybody but 3 coaches in the past 60-some years, I believe. Mike Tomlin been there 10 plus years, I believe. It's just time to go. I think it's going to be a refreshing start for him and the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
It's just one of those things where he's sick of answering the question or being asked the question in the sense. I think he only answered a couple times. They've been calling for him, according to a bunch of articles that I read, and they've been talking about it on all major newscasts. For Mike Tomlin, he can go in the long list of coaches, in the long list of teams that need coaches. The Raiders, which they should hire Antonio Pierce.
They should.
Carolina Panthers, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. The Philadelphia Eagles are really reportedly like thinking about firing Nick Sirianni because of the way things have collapsed.
Oh, man.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though Todd Bowles won, he's always on the hot seat. Mm-hmm. And Dallas Cowboys are also up there right now. They're a bunch of capable coaches, but as far as established coach, Mike Tomlin is one of those names that I think we should definitely look forward to seeing from G. I can't wait to I can't get over how CJ and Jordan had the same
I
stats.
agree, yeah.
I was going to mention that 157.32 was their QBR rating. Now, for people who don't understand, that those numbers don't have to mean anything to you. They were literally a point away from being a perfect game as far as what they call it in baseball, but having a perfect QBR, which is 158.32.
And CJ, if I'm not mistaken, almost broke the rookie record for most TDs in a playoff game, in their first playoff game. And he only needed to throw one more TD against Cleveland. But at that time, look, they had caught the dogs off on the Cleveland Browns. But I just want to say this. C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, all 4 black quarterbacks going to the second round. You'd love to see it.
What's good, Black Raiden?
What up, though?
So what I want to say is this. It's a bunch of people. It's a bunch of people. The C.J. Stroud thing hadn't been loud, but I've been saying it loud enough all year. You know that you're a witness, everybody who watches the podcast. Also, for those Jordan Love people who want to say he might be the best quarterback in the league, all y'all need to take several seats and listen to what I'm saying. I have been the one saying lay off of him because he hadn't played a full season. A lot of people have sat up there and said, oh, he ain't the one. They should have held on to Aaron Rodgers. The boy hadn't played a whole season yet. Technically, this is his rookie season, even though he's been on the bench for 2 years. Jordan Love, I'm so happy you're doing what you're supposed to do. And I'm so disappointed in all you naysayers out there because all he has done for about 6 or 7 of the last weeks is ball. But a lot of y'all are introducing thinking just because the mighty Dallas defense, who hadn't been mighty this year, has really been doing something, like you're shocked that he did this. Dallas defense hadn't been good since last year. Their offense only looks good against sorry teams. All week, commentators were saying, or analysts were saying, they're going to beat the middle of the field up for the Packers defense. They didn't do nothing against the Packers defense. Those points, they cheated to get it's a theme here too. They cheated to get the 7 points before halftime because they had no timeouts left and they threw a bogus flag. Yeah. And then after that, when the Packers sat up there and took their dogs out, took their first string out, Dallas kept their first string in.
Gotta show some life.
They took but they kept them in when the game was over with, just to sit up there and make the score look like it wasn't worse. Those of us who know will always remember. Also, the Steelers-Bills games. I know some people were hammering about the flags that were being called there. I don't know if it would have made a difference or not. And I don't think the Bills' defense is really worth anything outside the pass rush. But hey, maybe next year, Steelers, I don't know. I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't know if the flags that was supposed to be called would have made very much difference. But it was some that were missed. For the Rams-Lions game, that's probably the best game all weekend.
That was
probably the best game.
It was, man. I was just shocked that Detroit is back where they need to be.
Not where they need to be.
Not where they need to be, but surviving the drought. That's all I'm gonna say. Surviving the drought. But they've been impressive this whole season. They won a first home game or first playoff game in over a decade, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time coming. So Detroit, the Pistons are y'all sacrifice. It had to be done. So it is what it is, man.
Real quick, a question. Will we have 2 black quarterbacks face each other again this year in the Super Bowl? I'm assuming. Unless you want to call Brock Purdy black, because I see San Francisco, Baltimore in the rematch. I hate to see Houston and Lamar. Houston and Baltimore go against each other, and not it being the AFC Championship, but I don't know. Oh, but I need Lamar to win one so they can shut up.
Yeah,
CJ got time, so if y'all ain't know.
Hey, CJ, you have a chance to do something great. You have a chance to do something great. If you can get it done, son. You can get it done, sir.
Oh, wow. You said get it done, son.
You get it done, son.
But yes, so let's see. What do you want to get to? We're doing good on time. I can't believe this.
Jason Kelce announced his retirement. Former Philadelphia Eagles center.
Brother Travis Kelce.
A Swiftie. anyway, he's retired from the game. I believe he's 36 years of age. He called it quits last night after the game was over with. And sir, I just have to say to you, you had a great career. You did some good things in Philadelphia Eagles with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and just kick back, man. That's it.
I'm gonna take everybody to a clip that I think y'all are gonna enjoy because I definitely laughed at it when I seen it.
Who is it for?
This one is funny because I don't think you've seen this one. Y'all go to this, and this is how ex-Cowboys people motivate the current generation.
I watch every damn where all across this country, all across the league, they stood up to defend their city and defend their team, except in the city that deserved it the most, except the team that's most recognizable and deserved it the most. What do you do when all you have don't understand what they have? When I got here, I understood the men before me. They built the Dallas Cowboys. They made this America's team. They put a championship on the table before I got here. My job while I was here is to match what they have done to us. They built it. They handed it to me. Put my damn championship on the table. That's all we ask. Put your damn championship on the table, and you couldn't do it. All their asses gotta go.
Andy, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Andy? Oh man, you should play the good Cat Williams one.
Woo!
Andy, are you okay?
This one.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Oh my God.
These are things. Michael Irvin, former Dallas Cowboy, how many number Super Bowl champions? I don't really care right now because I just want to know how hot were you in that jacket? Because it was cold outside.
It was cold outside.
You was hot, boy. You was hot. The Cat Williams clip, one of very few, one of very many, I should say.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to things that happen to the Dallas Cowboys, I can't help but smile because I'm not a fan. I'd rather root for the Texans, of course, right now, we all know. But when it comes to what happened, every year it's the same thing. And this is a PSA.
Okay.
Every year it's the same thing. And I just want you to know, if y'all weren't so loud, the fall wouldn't be so loud. When you fall, you fall, you fall. And every year is something different. It's not the coach. It's not the owner, the general manager, because they're the same person. It's not the quarterback. It's not the defense. I need y'all to look in the mirror. It's y'all. All you fucking fans is y'all. Every year we're going to be here the same time in August. They're going to win the Super Bowl. Stop saying it. Stop doing it, and maybe it'll actually happen. I know we all heard of manifest, right? Manifest what you want. Do the opposite.
No, do what keeps working because this is hilarious. I like everything that's happening right now, everything that transpired. I love every minute of it. The sad look on y'all face when y'all think y'all have hope, that hope is gone. You have no hope. You have zero hope. I hope that glimmer in your eye, I hope it never goes away. I hope it never goes away because they will continue to disappoint. They will always disappoint. It don't matter what happens.
Yeah.
Y'all are America's losers.
Nightmare. Get it? American nightmare for all my wrestling fans. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Did we hear about Pete Carmichael? We did. But that's not the firing I wanted to see.
Everybody should have went.
Yes, that's the firing I wanted to see.
I will say this. Dennis Allen was with us when we won our championship.
He wasn't the head coach.
He wasn't the head coach.
Do you know the last place he's the head coach at? Oakland.
Raiders, yeah.
And you know what his record was? They're terrible.
Yep. Anyway, Pete Carmichael did get fired along with like the wide receiver coach.
Not the wide receiver coach.
Some other coach. We need a good offense coordinator. We need Carr. Yeah, I mean, you gotta do better, man. Look, I'm pretty sure somebody else will get you on their contract, but we need a quarterback, a young quarterback at that can help us get to the mountaintop.
I've been saying it.
That can help us do some things, go a little bit long ways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not even saying that. We need a young quarterback so we can have an excuse for why we don't do what we do.
I know, dog.
That's what I'm saying. It gives you time. Or, hey, Green Bay did it. So did Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like if it worked for them, it could work for us too. If you want to sit out there and sit on a quarterback, let him sit for years. And look what Jordan Love. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Like they sat. I mean, can we at least draft one? I don't know.
I mean, we did Fresno State, but
we don't know what he is.
We don't know what he is. Exactly. We don't know what he is. We don't know. We don't know.
Undersized quarterback right now because he's 6 feet or 6.
I ain't seen that man.
Oh, I'm telling you, he's 6 feet.
Okay.
Man, no, I'm not hitting no optimism. Not when we can go get a quarterback. We can go get one this year if we want. We can go trade whatever because evidently we need to blow it up soon because we're not going to be able to keep and pay everybody. Anyway, to the comments. Cary, I'm going to call you Nelly. What up with the Band-Aid? What did you do? Stay tuned for the end of the episode. What about the poor man? See, you missed it, Ma. I told him. You missed it, Ma. Look, the Eagles and the Buccaneers was a poor man's game. That's probably the worst game I saw all weekend. Might have been all year.
Then they try to do a tush push. They ain't go nowhere. That's how you know. That's how you knew they was gonna lose. When in the second quarter, when they scored their touchdown.
No, they was gonna lose when the game started.
They did. And we got before we continue.
No, I'm not giving Baker Mayfield no credit.
I'm gonna give Baker Mayfield his credit.
I want to see Baker Mayfield when he go against a real team.
We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. This week, if he win against Detroit, I give him some credit. Not Detroit. Yeah, they play Detroit. Yeah, because the low seed is Green Bay. Green Bay plays San Francisco. Okay. So if they win against Detroit, I give them some credit, but I'm not messing with Baker. Michael Irvin is on crack, cocaine. It ain't fentanyl, but golly, like I don't know what that man on. It's something serious, but hey, it's all love and jokes.
God love him, man.
He passionate. That's what they say, right? So disappointing what happened to the Cowboys to go out like that. It was disappointing.
It's not disappointing,
but it wasn't shocking.
It's what I expected.
Well, it wasn't shocking from the standpoint their defense hadn't looked like they had in the last 2 years. Their defense gave up a lot of points depending on who they played. They are missing Trayvon Diggs, which is their star cornerback. And
they still had Stephon Gilmore getting like burnt like toast back there too.
Well, as much as you have Stephon Gilmore, they don't have Deron Bland ain't that dude when it comes to coverage.
Yeah, he be taking it. He be taking his guesses.
Well, so Trayvon Diggs. So yeah, okay. Gilmore got burnt this one game, or however you want to say, cooked. But over his career, he's a shutdown, lockdown corner, one of the few that we got left. It was a sneak take that they showed him jamming up Tyreek Hill.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh man,
Louisiana Tech, baby.
I'm doing that. But yes.
Louisiana, my bad.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. What do we want to get to next? Do you want to get to your or our favorite segment?
Well, hold on. Do you think Max Crosby might be dipping out? He pass rusher for the Las Vegas Raiders. He said he might dip on out of there if what's the guy name? Antonio Pierce leave.
The interim head coach Antonio Pierce is slated to hopefully get the job after doing such an amazing job of not only morale but actually piecing together some wins and being competitive for the Las Vegas Raiders. Max Crosby, their star defensive end, actually stated, he didn't say might, he said we're going to have to really do some different things if Antonio Pierce doesn't get hired, because last year 2 years ago they had the same thing happen where an interim coach came in, they did great, and then they did not hire him. He said, we don't need to do this again. We all want to play for him. You should listen to your players. And if you don't listen to your players, then we need to reevaluate where I stand in this organization, which means he wants to get traded. Mm-hmm. And I don't blame him. Yeah, I think he
might dip out. Here we go.
Outside of Devontae Adams, he's the most valuable player they have because Jacobs is locked in for I don't know how long. 2 or 3 years at least.
For how much money too?
It's a nice contract.
Okay.
But Max Crosby, if he would go anywhere else, would be and I don't even know if this word exists, a super Pro Bowler, because if he was on any other team, he'd be a problem. So I advise the Vegas Raiders to do what they need to do. You want to go to flag on the play now?
Flag on the play, man.
Flag on the play. Tell the people what it means.
Pretty much flag on the play is when we have to call out any athletes that go out doing anything crazy. It's our job as sports enthusiasts to let the people know what we saw, what we've been looking at, and what we've seen. And we just gotta give y'all what y'all want. So, with no further ado, the flag on the play.
Love all the white people. Love all my.
This thing tripping. I'm gonna play. Just go.
Right.
Just go.
Yeah, the flag on the play goes to none other than the Florida State Seminoles. They got penalties on them by the NCAA for NIL penalties that they were giving to recruits, handing out their free money, trying to give it to the recruits, and unfortunately, they got hit with some sanctions. I think they lost a couple of scholarships. I believe I don't know what else happened, but I don't think they have got a bowl game suspension or anything of that nature. But Florida State, y'all doing all that hoorah and everything when y'all get to the playoffs. Now y'all getting sanctioned with the penalties. I need y'all to do better, man. But that's my flag on the play. It goes to Florida State Seminoles.
So what I don't understand when I was looking this up is how did they get these NIL sanction penalties?
Because everybody doing it.
It's no such thing as not handing out money anymore. So I don't know how they got this. I feel like this is just me. Mm-hmm. The NCAA was trying to stick it to them for their players, whether they were graduating or hurt, not actually playing in that bowl game against Georgia. And I don't care who actually sits up here and feels bad about them not playing and feels like, oh, they jeopardize the integrity of the game. An undefeated team did not make it to the playoffs, and you want to talk about integrity? I don't care if they did get blew out. I'm sorry TCU got blew out, but TCU ain't never had a defense. Maybe they had Florida State defense. Who knows? It would have been a blowout. So I guess what my thing is, I don't get this when you put it on there. It's like, how are you getting hit for NIL?
Right.
When really there's no rules for it now. If somebody walk up and be like, I want you to give me a stack of cash, or I'm going to give you a stack of cash to wear this hoodie. It can literally happen like that. People leaving to go pursue NIL deals, which is another segment for another time, because it's all wonky with it. Or going in the transfer portal. I don't understand how they gave this to them and they saying it's NIL. The only thing I can think of is because they did what they did in the bowl game and 25 plus players, I believe, sat out.
Yeah.
They are trying to find a way to punish them.
Yeah.
And
the punishment was enough when we get embarrassed on TV, on national TV.
Yeah.
That was punishment enough.
That's crazy. But that was a good one. I was trying to find some reason why, because I was like, I want to wrap it with a little bow with him, but I couldn't find it, and I didn't understand it. My flag on the play, staying on the Cowboys right now. It's just know I'm going to stay on the Cowboys all day. I'm going to let y'all listen to this real quick.
Well, first of all, I can't say what I would say now on television, but I'll just say this. Every single one of you know how hard we've worked. I don't need to have people pointing the fingers one thing or another. You get your rear end in there and you play the way you know how to play. We can win the game. We're going to open it up. We're going to go fast tempo. Defense, get after Jordan Love. You can't give him that much time. You do what you're supposed to do, we'll win this game.
All right. That got Michael fired. He's got everybody fired up.
No, Mike, no.
Let me get in front of you. Me first, you, Ryan.
Y'all gonna have Jimmy Johnson have a heart attack out here. Y'all had that man put the crookedest frown on his face to give the Cowboys at the halftime after scoring 7 points a speech that they did not hear. Y'all about to have this man have a heart attack. Number one, let's just be honest, Jimmy. They'll never be what you need them to be because you're not the coach. Number two, I know that ain't what the halftime speech was.
Right.
And number three,
get your rear ends in there.
When you hear somebody say rear ends, what are we in the 60s? Too much? Too much. Get your rear end in here. What? Get your rear end out there. We know how to play. Get out there, Jordan Love. No. You got beat. You got a man who might as well be as old as Jerry Jones out here trying to give a halftime speech and can't nobody hear. Jerry about to lose his life out here when he turned around before halftime. He about to sit up here and croak and die. Like, I just don't get it, man. Like, the fans do it, and then the team do it, and then all y'all believe in it. And not America's team, if you ask me. But, Jimmy, you supposed to be as biased as possible. What are we doing?
Who wanted to hear that speech anyway? When we were watching the game and we saw at halftime, I was like, well, first, we don't care. Thank you for, wasting our 2 minutes of 2 minutes of that little speech.
Hurry your rear end up.
What Dave Chappelle said, what's the name of the button? I forgot the name of the button. I can't remember now. But anyway, yeah, we could care less about this
question.
speech.
Read it and answer that question.
Why can't the Cowboys fans continue to ride for their team every year? Just let them be. And we're going to let them be, Sade. And we're just going to keep piling on every time they lose. They got to fall from grace somewhere. That's all I'm saying. That's all we saying.
It's not about riding for your team. I like people that ride for their team. I do. I don't care about you rooting loudly and cheering and all that.
And beating up the team, man.
For 28 years, they ain't sniffed the NFC Championship, let alone the Super Bowl. And every year, you hear from a Cowboys fan, we're going to the Super Bowl. And every year, these past 3 to 4 or 5 years, is we great during the regular season. 12-5 the last 3 years.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And
that's the motto.
Have a tragic fall. Just death-defying. Almost like you was a Falcons fan, happen every year. You like I said that?
I did.
It's the fall. It's the fans. Like, if you was just a little bit quieter, then nobody would make fun of you. But every year it's the same thing. And living out here is even worse. So we got to live through the fake wins and sit up there and listen to the excuses for the bad losses. Right. And then the playoffs come, and here we are like, ain't no Super Bowl yet.
Y'all said y'all had number one offense. Y'all said y'all had number one defense, top 5 defense. Y'all said y'all had Michael Parsons. Y'all had Dak Prescott. Y'all had CeeDee Lamb. Y'all had Bland, another supposed great quarterback on y'all team. Y'all said y'all had all these people. Y'all even got Stephon Gilmore. One time, defensive player of the year. He was defensive player of the year. Y'all even got him. Yeah, they did all of that. Y'all got Brandon Cooks as well. Y'all had all these people. And still ain't do nothing.
Not Brandon Cooks.
And he ain't do nothing. He ain't been the same since he got hit in the Super Bowl by the Eagles. He ain't been the same since. I bet he ain't running around no more. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. They keep having these high expectations. That's on them. And every year, people that don't root for them just gonna keep piling on them. And that's why I love them. But my team, we're gonna be back. Hopefully,
stop it. Nobody asks about us. From ROB, Cowboys need a new coach. You think? A new owner? Well, one thing about the owner, you can't fire him, unfortunately. But a new coach, hey, they tried it once. Let's try it again. It's not the coach. It's not the players. It's not the owners. I'm gonna blame the fans.
To answer your question, RB, no, I don't think they need to move away from Mike McCartney or I mean, Derrick Jones ain't going away. I don't know, of course, but everything was good. Y'all had
wound up on here.
Yeah, that's right. They had in the regular season. They had a good record. The stats
don't matter.
I know. Again. They had a good record. They had a good offense. They had a good defense. What happened in the playoffs? I don't know. I can't tell you. The lights got too bright and they pissed down their leg. But
not you about to steal my man.
Shout out to old boy, 30 for 30 guy. But anyway,
Not 30 for 30.
I don't know.
From Black Raiden, yikes. From my mom, wow, not the 60s, LOL.
Them cowgirls sucking. We all know you got that right, Anna Alexis.
Anna,
my bad. Anna Alexis.
They are delusional every year. That's it. It's the delusion that I want to stop. Black Raiden. That's all. I just want to stop the delusion. Maybe we get you to use a genjutsu on them or something like that. I just want the delusion to stop. That's all. If they didn't talk trash to me about their team, then I wouldn't talk trash to them tomorrow when I go into work.
And if they ain't talk trash about my team, it wouldn't be so bad.
No, you talk trash about my team. I do that myself. I'm just talking about they tell me how good their team is. I wonder if I could rip down a poster or something that they got on there.
I don't know.
It might be fighting words. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to get towards the end of the show. But before we do, we have When Life Comes at You Fast.
And this one is another one, and pretty much when life comes at you fast, when you at the highest, the highs, when you are on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 15, and you feel like you can't come down, and that parachute just snaps. This is when life comes at you fast. This goes to none other than former Washington Wizards guard Ryan Rollins. He was charged with shoplifting from Target multiple times in the DC area, Arlington area, or Virginia area, whatever. He was making $1.7 million, and he was in his second season. And, sir, I have to ask you this question. Why? What was in Target so good that you had to shoplift, that you had to go out and steal? What makes a person that makes $1.7 million do that? Either you're cheap, you're stupid, or you just a ladder man.
He owed taxes, probably.
It don't matter, man. Do right by yourself. Do right by the people. The Washington Wizards, they already in turmoil. Jordan Poole ain't showing up like what people thought he was going to show up for.
I did.
Kyle Kuzma might be on the trade chopping block. I don't know what to look forward to. And I like watching basketball. And I was looking, hoping to find a gym out in the Washington Wizards team. But with this news right here, man, you just messed up your chances. Now you got X'd out from the team. We don't know. You might be playing ball in Beijing or wherever, man. You got to do better, dog. That's all I'm saying. You have to do better.
Much like Washington's music scene, the basketball team looks just the same, along with the football team.
They ain't gonna do shoplifting like that.
Don't do that.
You ain't gonna do what I'm saying.
That's one person.
No Savage. Fat Trail. Go Wale.
I'm saying you got 4 people. If you go anywhere else, we go a slither of names. You name me 4 people, and ain't none of them old school.
Ari Lennox.
Old school.
Oh, old school. Duke Ellington.
Is he from Washington? That's one. That's one.
All right, now.
Like I said, much like their music scene.
No.
Especially hip hop.
Man, that's tough. But anyway.
Teams just seem to lack. I think the Nationals okay. I know the hockey team is.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Rollins do better, son.
I don't know if he was doing bad. That man on taxes, you underestimate. He wouldn't spit that check and forgot he owed taxes. And hey, Target fruit is pretty fresh. I ain't saying you should steal that much of it. I mean, it's pretty fresh. I said that much of it. You shouldn't steal any of it.
Oh man.
Anyway, Money Shot, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by yours truly. One day we'll get somebody to sponsor these segments. That's coming soon. But the Money Shot is something I need you to remember, something that you cannot forget, something that when you think about it, just think of me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
Here comes the money.
You said what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the gear. Because this goes sports karma right here. This sports karma means, everybody knows what karma means, I'm pretty sure. But sports karma is real special. It's one of those things that might take a long time to come around, or it might just bite you in your you-know-what faster than you think. Just a few weeks ago. Yes, I told y'all this is going to be about Dallas. Just a few weeks ago, the Dallas Cowboys cheated their way to the number 2 seed on the NFC side.
I see where you're going with this.
And sports karma or karma suggests that it'll come back around. It might not be today, tomorrow, a few weeks from now, not even a year from now. It may take forever. But eventually, this karma is going to come back around. It just so happened this sports karma came around real fast. After cheating to get the number 2 seed, it was assumed that the Dallas Cowboys were going to go to the NFC Championship and possibly to the Super Bowl. But oh, no. You wronged a fellow NFC brethren in the Detroit Lions, and the Green Bay Packers came to collect. The Green Bay Packers collected on this here sports karma where you couldn't cheat with the flags, and they got a better running game than Detroit does. Aaron Jones came back with a vengeance, and oh boy, did they miss him. 3 touchdowns, baby. 3 touchdowns he ran for. Jordan Love almost a perfect passer rating, to the point where everybody that said he was trash is now calling him the best quarterback in the league.
They have to eat their words.
That's a knee-jerk reaction, but everybody who said he was going to be trash, y'all need to eat y'all words.
We need that apology. And also, by the way, Cam Newton was not wrong.
Game
managers. I need it from ESPN, FS1. Well, everybody else saying all that about Cam Newton. Y'all need to owe that man an apology. I want that apology to be big. As large as y'all make that man look.
No. I want it public. I don't even want it big. I just want it public.
Public big.
Same thing for Jordan Love. He missing passes at the beginning of the year. He can't possibly be good. First 2-3 games starting. He started to come along when he played against us. Jordan Love, I'm so happy for you. CJ Stroud, I'm so happy for you. But I got to be a little bit more proud of Jordan Love because he delivered on what sports karma really means. We collect. We never forget. This ain't about the football, guys. No. This is about sports karma. And Dallas Cowboys, you were just another victim of it. Well, we thank y'all for staying tuned with us. We are coming up on the last segment, our favorite segment, one of y'all favorite segment. We got to figure out a way to play this music one day. But for right now, all we can do is give y'all a couple picks and maybe a couple lines going forward.
Yeah, man. For the music picks, we like to give y'all something to listen to while y'all driving to work, if y'all driving home from work, on vacation, on the plane, on the train. We just want to give y'all something to listen to. The first one is Freddie Jackson, Nice and Slow. And my second pick is Billy Porter, Show Me, man. 2 classic records from 2 good artists, especially that Freddie Jackson, Nice and Slow, man. That has definitely been on repeat all week long.
So what we have here for my picks, West Coast artist named Cardo. He's a super producer, I guess you can say. And it's a song called Stats featuring Larry June. He's going to have the features on there, but it's Larry June and Payroll Giovanni on there. But yeah, Stats by Cardo. That's a good one. And also Rick James, Ghetto Life. Saw his unsung. I hadn't seen it in a while. That was by TV One.
Shout out to Buffalo.
Rick James, self-taught. I didn't know he was self-taught. I knew he taught some, but I didn't know every instrument he was self-taught on. Anybody who knows me and knows G, if you pay attention to her, which y'all should check her out on everything that she's on. On everything. She on everything. She can coach you if you need to. She gonna make you listen to some stuff that might make you uncomfortable, but it's gonna teach you some things. Get your business profile up there too if you need to. Get all things. G, go follow. That's my girl. But anybody who knows me knows I love Prince. I say he's number 1 because he self-taught himself. Ricky got to go up there too, man. He self-taught himself every instrument he can sing, and
Rick James has to go up there for what?
For one of the greatest all time.
Okay.
Self-taught himself everything, the hits that he put out, kind of who he was. Take out all the extracurriculars.
Just music-wise, yeah. The Mary Jane Girls, if I'm not mistaken, the classic records, the sampling on on top of what he put out. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I think sampling got to be put up in there if you gonna be one of the greatest.
Everybody sampled it.
That's why James Brown up there, even though they don't talk about him, most sampled.
Right? Yeah.
No, he is. No, that's what they say. He is the most sampled. Yes. Let's get a couple of these comments in, and we'll leave with our parting shots.
Okay. Well, then we have to get the picks.
Oh, okay. I don't think they're delusional. It's extreme confidence.
Sade, are you a Cowboys fan?
She trolling, bro.
She trolling.
She trolling.
Sade, are you a Cowboys fan?
I'll say this: the Texans will give the Ravens a fight this weekend. I truly believe that. And if the Houston Texans happen to win, y'all know I'm just gonna come back on here and say I told y'all so. So I'm not mad about it at all. Excuse me, pardon me, y'all. I'm not mad about it at all. Bike. she got my nerves. Rick James is talented.
Thanks.
Simply like that. He helped elevate Tina Marie. That he did. And they had a love affair going on called Fire and Desire.
Hey, I loved it.
Streetcars. Name Fire and Desire. I'm just playing. This weekend, Texas Ravens, who do you have?
Baltimore. No, let me go for the upset. I want the upset. I want to go with G.
Okay, so you going Texas?
Nah, I still have Baltimore win. But I have Baltimore 28, Houston 23.
Oh, you giving scores?
Yeah.
I can't give a score for this one. I don't know what we're gonna see.
Just try it.
No, if Mark Andrews is back, I don't know what kind of element that presents. So I gotta see if he back. We go give picks on the ground.
Okay.
And on the top.
Okay.
On the book of faces. But yeah, I do have the Ravens barely. I think it's gonna be a great game. You got Buffalo, Kansas City. What is this? Part 4?
Oh man.
Part 4, part 3 in the playoffs, right?
Yep.
I got Buffalo.
And that is Kansas City going to Buffalo?
Yes, I got Buffalo.
I got Kansas City, man. I have Josh Allen following at home.
Okay. Any reason why? You gonna do turnovers or what?
Well, that turnovers, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes is done. And despite everything that's happening, he still won his division. That's one. 2, he had a good record despite that loss against Buffalo in the regular season. And history shows me that Josh Allen still ain't beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So I'm gonna ride out with Patrick Mahomes, and I have Patrick versus Lamar, Kansas City, Baltimore in the AFC Championship game.
So when it comes to everything you said, you would be correct. The only thing is Buffalo had to win their division too against Miami in that last game.
I agree. Okay. Good one.
The thing that's different, Joe Brady, former LSU, former Panthers offensive coordinator. Joe Brady has been reeling back who we've seen Josh Allen be in a sense, and they've been running the ball, whether it's with him or with James Cook. Mm-hmm. If they run the ball effectively and they keep it out of his hands the way he don't feel like he got to be Superman, I think Buffalo's going to win. I don't think Kansas City offense is backed by no stretch of the imagination. So I don't trust their offense this year. Yeah. Their defense is way better than they ever have. I can finally say they can cover somebody. But I don't believe in Kansas City's offense. So I'm going to just say Buffalo's going to win. Mm-hmm. Green Bay versus San Francisco.
San Francisco.
San Francisco because of defense.
Yeah, defense.
I just say that.
And they had a week off too. The hill up.
Well, that's the only reason why I would say I'm reserved, because Green Bay's on a roll. San Francisco had that week off. Depending on if Christian McCaffrey is healthy, right, which he should be, but I don't know.
They say the ankle mid.
Right. Deebo Samuel, same thing, because he's injury prone. George Kittle has been banged up all year. And Trent Williams is not going to be playing in this game, I don't believe. Oh, man. So that's their star set of offensive lineman. If Trent ain't in there, Green Bay has a chance. Who do I want to win? Green Bay, just because Jordan Love, I want to die on that hill because people have been wrong. Who do I think going to win? Because this is the 49ers because of the defense.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And last, Detroit versus Buccaneers. You better not say no upset on this one.
I have Detroit win this game.
Okay. You're not going to root for your NFC South brethren?
No. They all losers to me, if you ask me, besides my team.
You know how they in the second round of the playoffs.
You know how they go.
In the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Buffalo will win. Sorry. Buffalo will win.
Will win.
The Patrick Mahomes magic going to end this year. Ooh. They should have lost last week, but, Miami couldn't take care of business, so they couldn't go see Buffalo first.
They couldn't.
I feel like Buffalo's going to win. Now to the revealing secret while we got a couple of minutes left. What's on your face?
I don't want to show everybody this little.
You ain't got to show it.
Just I have a little zit or pimple. I don't want to show everybody. Yeah, it's nasty. But, hey, I just want to thank y'all for tuning in again to the Bottom Line Sports Talk, where we do it for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast.
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. Y'all take it easy. Stay tuned. More actives on social media. Pay attention to them games, and we'll be back next week.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Bottom Line Sports Talk. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and don't forget to share. We'll see you next time.